to our channel. Hear me out. I'm Dee.
E.
And today we're going to be discussing with you guys something so absurd. Like, absurd, absurd.
Like disrespectfully absurd.
I mean, God. Wow. Also, why? Anyway, so the absurdity is soccer money. Like, Saudi soccer money. I'm
I
sure
know.
you guys know by now that a player by the name of Kylian Mbappe, who is just 24 years old, guys. Just
What? He's 24?
24.
I
2
have
2 4. Literally born what? Like the last year of the 1900s? Anyway, let me not get depressed further. This man, I was about to call him boy, but he's a man. This man was being offered near $1 billion. That's 770 million to join Al-Hilal, which is a Saudi Arabia soccer team, and he has refused it. Who refuses dang near $1 billion? I mean, granted, Messi did it too, but that's not the point. Messi's not 24.
But I think that Messi's deal probably far exceeds.
Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like with Apple
For
and
sure.
Adidas and whatever
Yeah,
MLS is paying him and all these things, it's going to
yeah.
exceed whatever the Saudis were going to give him.
Definitely. That's thinking long term, as a grown man would. But this 24-year-old, he is, and I will definitely give him that, one of the best soccer players in the world, and that is why he is being offered this exuberant amount of money. The Saudi Pro League has been, for some years now, trying to attract some of the best players, offering a lot of money. So, a lot of you know, Cristiano Ronaldo went out there, plays for Al Nassr. I don't remember how much he makes, but it's a pretty ton, like a lot. I just went to Spanish. Kareem Benzema, who was a Real Madrid player, he also just went over to one other team in the Saudi league, but I can't recall the name just off the top of my head. And well, they were courting Mbappe, and negotiations had started, y'all. Like, let me give y'all some details here. Okay, so Kylian Mbappe's camp had started negotiations with Al-Hilal to complete a world transfer record move from Paris Saint-Germain with a total worth of 700 million euros or $773 million. And well, again, he refused that. So Mbappe was put up for sale by PSG on a couple of weeks ago for not renewing his contract, and also dropped from the Qatari-owned club's preseason tour of Japan. That's disrespectful to me. Like, bro, he has helped PSG win so many trophies. Like, that's rude. Anyway, no wonder he wants to leave. But Fabrizio Romano had reported that the Saudi giants Al Hilal had launched a 300 million. No, wait. Yeah, 300 million euro. I always want to say like dollar.
Yeah.
Anyway, a formal bid for Mbappe. PSG had given Al Hilal permission to begin talks with Mbappe, which was interpreted as the club accepting the proposal. Of course, PSG was going to accept the proposal. Of course. Um, the potential switch that would send shockwaves through the world of sport if it had been completed. A major sticking point is the Saudi government-backed public investment fund, which has control of four of the country's top clubs, including Al Hilal, wants Mbappe to commit for 2 seasons. Mbappe had signed a contract extension with PSG in the spring of last year, the option of staying until 2025. Dang. And telling the club in a letter that he plans to move on ahead of schedule triggered the chain of events that has seen him be put on the market. Now, I just don't get it.
What, the PSG or him declining half almost $1 billion?
All of it.
You really do look perplexed.
Because, okay, like, listen. While yes, I can understand PSG wanting money, of course, who doesn't? I don't understand them being willing to let go of like their best player, their star player. Like, I mean, granted, their best player just left, but like, you know, Mbappe was like literally like the best French player that they had on their team and everything. So it was odd, but not that long ago, like a couple of years ago, I think when he signed that extension, he was given the keys to the kingdom. Like there was rumors that he was allowed in his negotiations for that contract extension. He was allowed to make decisions as far as like players on the team. He was allowed to make decisions on certain things that that was being done. He was like basically just allowed to do anything he wanted at PSG. Like he was given a lot of control at the club. So it's odd that like things have soured. I'm not sure what happened for it to have soured.
Hmm.
Um and like it's just strange, especially the way that like they handled things with Messi as well, and so now they're like losing Mbappe. It's I don't know what's happening with PSG, but maybe their run at the top is finally coming to an end in League One, because I mean they've been up there for a long time. So I don't know. And then of course turning down 700. Girl, just continue.
So for those who want, some comparisons, what this $770 billion is, we're just gonna, compare the stats with like other people and what they're making. So by comparison, this deal will be more than or compared to $304 million for Jalen Brown's 5-year extension in the Celtics, which makes him the richest in the NBA. So we're at 304 million.
Right.
531 million of LeBron James's career in NBA earnings. LeBron James has been in the league for like about 20 years at this point,
Yeah.
and he's made 531 million. And for those who have seen Instagram, have you seen Giannis be like, "Hey, I look like Mbappe, recruit me." Everybody's trying to get in this deal at
I
this
can help
point.
out. I can be a water boy.
All right. All right. 52 million of Steph Curry's salary, which he was the highest paid in 2023-2024 season.
Like this
706,
upcoming one?
yeah, for this upcoming one.
Oh, okay.
$760 million combined NBA earnings for all players for 2023-2024. It's ridiculous. So, going to football now, 494 million for Patrick Mahomes' deal through 2031 with the Chiefs. 450 million, I'm jumping sports now. 450 million is the value of the Arizona Coyotes. 367 million the New York Mets entire payroll.
Okay.
$332 million Tom Brady's all-time NFL earnings. 200
Whoa.
I know. 225 million is the 2023 NFL salary cap.
Okay.
$185 million is the value of the Seattle Storm.
Oh my gosh.
$157 million is Tiger Woods' career in PGA earnings.
Oh my god.
Okay, so according to the score, Mbappe's $776 million deal would be more than the 15 highest paid players in the NBA and worth more than the team's payroll of the New York Yankees and Mets, which is $630 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to know, the breakdown of it, just so your feelings could be hurt, like
Further?
mine are,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, further. He will be making 64, he would have been making $64 million a month, $14.7 million a week, $2.1 million a day. Stop making me laugh. $88,500 an hour, $1,475 a minute. But I could afford this $24 per second. Not too
I
many
don't
seconds because then I'm out of reach. But yeah, that's what he turned down. I want to know the rationale. But I have mixed feelings on it. Me. looking at both sides of the coin.
Oh my
Seven
gosh.
hundred and seventy billion dollars. I mean, $1 million. It's like beyond generational wealth. That's like fu money at this point. Like I could just play a
Yeah.
year, retire. Obviously, there's more ambitious to these people. They want to win
Yeah.
championships and accolades and things like that. $770 million is crazy. At the same time, I am mad at society. I know, I'm going there. How are they possibly going to give somebody, athletes, particularly athletes or people in the industry, these crazy amounts of money? And there's so many like poor people like in the world. It just baffles me. Or people that are just, we have the strike right now, the writer's strike.
Right.
They're barely making it. And I didn't even know that. That's going to be one of our topics later on in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They are trying to make ends meet just to get health insurance. These are not the A-list actors.
Right.
They're making like probably, I don't know, 22 to $27 an hour or something like that. But
Oh,
it's like
wow.
after agent fees and all these other fees that they make, they're making below minimum wage.
It's
So
crazy.
they're really struggling right now.
Yeah.
And we have like the Saudi league. Granted, it's not their problem in all these leagues because entertainment pays. But
Yeah.
I just think that society places these values on
Mm-hmm.
things, and we have teachers that pay out of their pocket to supply kids with XYZ, or we have things that need fixing like roads and like it
Yeah.
just doesn't even make sense. Like, why aren't we putting these money and these resources back to the people? Like, what is he going to do with $770 million? Like,
Nothing.
that's crazy. What, he's gonna get like a mega yacht like Jeff Bezos? Like,
Yeah.
at some point I read an article like years ago that you get to a certain threshold of money where everything beyond that doesn't even matter
Yeah.
because it doesn't make you happy. So
Yeah.
what, 700, like, how is he so to play soccer? Not that
Mm-hmm.
people have their talents,
Yeah.
but I was just, why couldn't I be taller? At this point, why couldn't I be taller? Why couldn't I be a man? Why couldn't I be more athletic? Because it's like, let's say, us that we went to school, we did everything that we were supposed to do, the millennials were supposed to do,
Right.
and have a regular job, we have hobbies, but we ain't making $770 million.
No.
And nor is it his responsibility to help out people with that money. But I'm just saying, I think by society placing this value on this soccer player,
Yeah.
it of course he's going to get the money. But I don't,
Yeah.
nothing's going to change because society is deeming him worthy of that amount.
Yeah. I mean, it's very true.
I
There's
know I got
no.
deep, but
Yeah.
at the same time, why would you deny $770 million? Come on now, 1 year's worth of work, and you could just be chilling, living the life of your dreams, and you know investing it and not doing not a single thing.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give like my unsolicited and very amateurish like theory. Um, I
He's a
mean,
spoiled
I,
brat.
huh?
He's a spoiled brat because he wants to go to the what is it,
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
I don't think it's that he's being a spoiled brat. I think that he does genuinely want to play for Madrid. Because like
He could have played in
real,
like 2 years from now.
well, realistically speaking, like the Saudi League, yes, they are, obviously attracting some talent, but they're not part of the Big Five. Like the Big Five European leagues are where everybody wants to play,
Mm-hmm.
and Real Madrid is one of the top tier teams to play for. We're talking about wanting to win Champions League titles. Like that's the ultimate for club football, like you can't get a Champions League title playing for a Saudi league.
Hmm.
So I can understand that, there's all these records and things that were set, in particular by someone who plays for the Saudi League, which is Cristiano Ronaldo, and then also one who now plays in the MLS, which is Lionel Messi. Like, they set these high standards, these high bars of like almost unbreakable records. And you see players like Holland Erling, who now plays for Manchester City, that is like a great player and he's been killing it. He's been breaking records already. Kylian Mbappe has also like been killing it himself, and they are the future. They are literally the next ones to start winning years and years worth of trophies and competing and getting the Ballon d'Or and all that stuff. Like, this is the next generation. I don't see them going to the Saudi league. I get why Ronaldo did it. He's already past his prime. I get why Messi did what he did, leaving to the MLS. The Premier League, the League One or League One, La Liga, and the Bundesliga, and the Italian league. I can't remember their name right now, but like, that's where elite players want to go, because that's where you win trophies. That's where you win these accolades, these awards and trophies that are so coveted, in particular because their heroes won these awards, won these trophies. So I think ultimately, like, that's the standard for a player like Kylian Mbappe. He wants to go to where that can happen for him, and Saudi's not going to give him that. So,
I mean, I
as
could.
much as that's a lot of money, and I would love that money, I get it now, I guess. I get it.
I mean, that's. I guess people are driven by their own motivations, but
Yeah. I mean,
that's
it's
a.
a goal. It's definitely like a goal for them. And I think he's been trying to play with, there's been rumors about him going to Madrid for years. Like, and truthfully, there's nothing left for him to do in the French league. Like, he's literally done in France, and there's no real competition for him there. Like, PSG has literally won the league, I don't know how many years in a row or how many times in the last, several years. And also, Kylian Mbappe won the FIFA World Cup like when he was 19 or 20 or something like that. Like, so he doesn't even have to do that. Like, that's not even like, something that he has to fight for, like Lionel Messi did all the way up to the end of his Big Five league career. Um, and so, like, for Mbappe, it's like he's got these other goals to chase. He's got these other, dreams to realize. I'm sure he still wants to win another World Cup title, but in the meantime, as far as club football is involved, like, Madrid will get you where you need to get, and yeah, Saudi League won't do that. It
Well,
won't.
let us know what you think in the comments. Would you have taken that $770 million, or did you appreciate my rant? Our society's placing values on these celebrities and sports athletes and things like that. Let us know what you think. I
Yeah,
mean, there's still, I guess, we're pending to see what's going to go on. He rejected the offer,
he
so
did.
let's see.
Well, the transfer window is coming up, I think. So I've heard rumors that he's got a personal verbal agreement with Real Madrid. But at one point, Real Madrid's coach, which I believe is Ancelotti, he commented, said his team is set, his team is fine, like he don't need to add to the roster, kind of thing. But obviously, it ain't up to him. I don't know. We'll see, because La Liga is also its own little drama hole. So who
For
knows?
real. Football is complicated. There's a lot of politicking in here, I see.
A lot.
You know what? Basketball is a lot easier to understand. This whole thing, D is the subject matter expert in football or soccer, we call it in the States. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll keep you
Yeah.
guys posted, and see how much he's making. And then we're going to make fun of him for making that much. All right, guys. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Share with your friends. We're here. We talk about, I guess, sports. We talk about
Everything.
sports. We talk about fashion. These are our phone conversations, but on YouTube. Like, literally, we talk about everything, research everything. This
Yeah.
is real life. We're not posing. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.